It does suck him down pretty tight, so I need to I got one more grease zerk protector, but when I unpackage these, it fell and hit the preparator, so I just need to move that so I can get it dug out. So I'll have to be careful with that for today. But yeah, these are my first time trying out the old Speedbinders, so we'll see how they work. Part of my problem on this trailer is it sucks these D-rings into the wood pretty bad too, but I mean she's snug. Yeah, I'm going to use these this week, and then probably the end of the week, maybe make like a little review video of them, but we're just kind of using this as our trial and error today. So I have a lot of firsts. First time for the Speedbinders, first time using the Pete to pull it, and I got to go get some rock here in a little while. So it's going to be just kind of a big day of, yeah, a lot of firsts. So well, let's go get some fuel and get to it. I made it to my first job, so I guess that's good, right? It does. The shift points are a little different when you're pulling something, which I mean, I know this isn't a ton of weight behind this truck, but that's still a little over 12,000 pound machine and probably a 5,000 or 6,000 pound, it's probably 18,000, 19,000 pounds. So I mean, you could kind of tell it was back there just in the taking off, but yeah, it wasn't bad. This is the detention pond job, and what I got to come through here, it seems like, I don't know, once or twice a year, we just add a little bit of rock. And down through this swell, it gets rutted up pretty bad. But there's a lot of, like, all of the water in the parking lot basically just kind of runs down here and washes. So, I mean, it's held up fairly well, especially for a fill and junk like that we put on here. I'll probably try to, I'm gonna go get the rock now and have it here, but I need to kind of loosen and scrape this stuff up so these potholes don't come back. But probably get 2 loads. One of them I'll just kind of dress up down through here, and then I think we're gonna thicken that up a little bit over there because you can kind of see some of the mud and stuff. Some of that was maybe only 4 inches thick. We kind of scraped off the grass and just kind of threw that down because I didn't want to do any fabric or anything at the time. But I think later this summer or possibly in the fall, he's talking about trying to get this blacktop. And then I think this spring we're actually going to do a little work to this thing, because I mean, it's working. It just looks pretty crappy because we never did anything with the dirt. There's 2 different engineering firms. Apparently they don't really like each other. So one of them says they signed off on this, the other one did not. So I think now what we're gonna do is come back and take this left side and dig it out more and make it bigger. It's been working, but it's not, I guess, what they had originally drawn up. So the one is mad it's not 100%, but there's also a sewer main and a phone line we got to watch out for. But I guess we're just gonna notch it back instead of going deeper. But I don't know, they're still fighting that out. That's later on. For today, we're just doing some base rock. So let's get this machine unloaded and go get our first load of rock at the quarry. The truck drives a bit different with 30,000 pounds in the bed. So the shifting's different, the nose, the steering and stuff like that. It's just gonna take a little while getting used to it. But yeah, we'll get this dumped and I'll go back and get another one. Let's go again. One thing I'm not going to complain about in this thing, the heater works phenomenal. Whew, it's warm in here. Yeah, it shifts and dries all together different with the load in it, so it's just gonna be a learning experience. Try to remember everything you need to do. It's yeah. Like it rides better and everything's just smoother when it's got a load on it. Another weird thing I'm figuring out is these Peterbilts, the cab's more narrow, so it feels like I'm driving in the middle of the road, but the driver's side's still like almost on that center line, so a lot to get used to. It's fun. I mean, it's cool being able to go and do all this. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not as bad now, but I was a little nervous driving back with that load of rock on here. Well, that completes this job. So I got 2 loads spread and kind of, I just track it in. I don't have a roller. I mean, really the best things when these people come in here and drive in there with cars, that'll pack it down better than anything. I know a lot of people don't like the track marks, but it does get the job done. I kind of thickened this up a little bit along here. This is kind of how this came out, where all these little potholes and stuff, where I cut them out. And it just seems like it works better. I almost kind of like scratch them or cut them out and kind of blend the new back in there together and track them in. But I'm sure they'll be back again with the amount of water that comes down here than the traffic coming in and out all the time. I'm liking these more every time I use them. Definitely gets the machine good and snug. So yeah, let's head on and we'll pick it up tomorrow. Alright guys, just walked in the house and more mail call. This one is from Mike Nixon, so and it's a little heavy. I'm not sure what it is. Some metal or something. Hopefully it's not breakable. Cool. Coasters, so man, these are nice. Huh, well, that's really cool, Mike, so thank you. Got a note here too. Hopefully I didn't mind if I read it, but Brandon, I watch your YouTube videos always. I'm a retired heavy equipment and crane operator. I've had a business for over 20 years. I make these coasters in my shop and send out to YouTube creators to watch. Thanks, Mike. Well, that's awesome, man. So I really appreciate that. These will, these will definitely get used, especially if we ever live stream again. But for sure, I will use these and try them out. So, that's really cool. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate it.